Hello, Albert.
Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Ricky Bobby. How are you?
Yeah, good. May edition,
Final May edition.
final May edition. Yeah.
May it bring all of us luck.
We need a bit of luck. Didn't have much last week, did we?
Two pretty good fresh up runs, I thought.
Yep, that's true. I was thinking more of our better of the weeks.
Oh, well, my one ran third.
No.
Yeah, my outsider of the week,
Oh, outsider, yeah.
Pippi Beach.
Yeah, that was a good run.
It's a bit unlucky, just couldn't settle closer.
I put mine away. But anyway. Alright, should we kick off with a short sports roundup?
60-second sports roundup.
Alrighty. Alright, let's start off with Auckland FC.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Great atmosphere at the game. I didn't go, but I watched it on TV. And, guy who hadn't scored for them all, ever, scores the winning goal. And then the game got really exciting after that. I thought it was brilliant. It was fantastic. Good on them.
Yeah, and
In 2 years, they won it. It's brilliant.
and they won the premiership last year, first year.
Yeah.
And Tottenham survived.
Tottenham survived. Jeez, though.
You and Jeff Bucken will be happy.
Well, 3-0 West Ham won, so they had to win. If they lost, they were going down. But Tottenham won 1-0.
Well done, mate. And we had probably one of the best games of rugby league I've ever seen last night, State of Origin.
What? State of what?
New South Wales got up. I know we hadn't been on that, mate, but I thought I'd chuck it in there.
No, you said it was a great game.
It was awesome.
Mate, I'm well in bed by
Yeah,
that
no.
time, 10 o'clock. Jeez.
And then just rounding it out, you had a pretty good conversation with someone up north.
Yeah, we had, I was interviewed by Nick Luck, who is one of the major broadcasters up there. He does a daily podcast, and so asking Chopper to put a link in somewhere. I know you can copy and paste it, don't know what you do. I'll ask him to do it. If you want to have a listen, fast forward to about the 40th minute. If you want to hear all about what we're doing with our dual hemisphere model and our horses racing up there in Royal Ascot and how we're involved. I think it's not a bad little listen.
Yes, good insight.
Yeah.
Cool. And runners of note last week?
Runners of note. Spaycast was excellent. First up, I thought.
Yeah. One of our new trainers.
Yeah, Todd Pollard.
Yeah.
He would have finished what did he carry? 64 kilos. Then he had a couple of kilos off, and he got held up in the straight, and he's on target.
And then we had the effervescent Miss Parker.
She was great.
Yeah.
I think she'll improve a lot out of that run, and she hit the front and then just hit the water's peak, being fresh up, not quite fit enough, but ran fourth. I think she's very well set up until the next start in the campaign.
No, she always seems to run into one that's that a little bit better, but she's got some good form around her.
Yeah, she's been beaten by Affirmative Action, Group 1 horse, and by Belle Chevelle, Group 1 horse, and I think this might just be a little prep.
Yeah, a bit stronger.
Yeah, she looks more mature.
All right, so let's talk about upcoming runners for this week.
First of all, Warriors Panthers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
What do you think?
Was.
Excuse me. Oh dear.
I actually think it's over in Sydney. I think the Warriors will get up. I think some of those Panthers players played in the State of Origin last night.
Oh, that's a good point.
And I think they will be. I think the Warriors are in it up to their eyeballs.
Well, whenever I pick the Warriors to win, they lose. So I'm going to reverse psychology and say Panthers will win.
It all relies on this one person sitting in office in Jervois Road.
Yes, it does. It relies on the reverse psychology. It's like anybody that I'm ever standing with at the races, and 100 to go, they go, "Oh, you've won your horse home." I just want to kill them. It's like never home a horse. It's the worst thing you can do.
Especially around Stephen Marsh.
Yes, true.
It does get a bit upset. Alrighty, okay, so horses this week. Let's go to Tauranga tomorrow.
Or
today.
Yeah. Friday.
So we've got Confectionist in race 2.
Super first up, looks ready to win. Just has a wide barrier draw to contend with. I think every single one of our runners this week, apart from one, has a wide draw. And that makes it slightly tricky. If she gets a nice run in transit, I think she's awfully hard to beat.
Yep. Yeah, she's trialled very well.
Yeah, she came back. Her first run back was super.
And then race 3, we have Wicked Trick.
The very first start, slow maturing. She's drawn wide, so she's 50-50 to start. If she does, this is a bit of it's a good experience race for her from that draw rather than race forward. I think we've just got to blend in. We're just got to blend in, relax, and be getting home late. I think she'll improve her a bit further.
Okay, cool. And then very early on Saturday morning.
What time?
5:15
AM.
a.m.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about right. We have Sweet Baby Zoo, race 4 at Royal Down.
Down Royal.
Down Royal.
So that's in Northern Ireland.
Sorry.
So it's County Down, and that's where my mother's from.
Oh.
That's her local racetrack. So Down Royal. It's called that because it's Northern Ireland. The Queen been to the races there. So Down Royal. So she's improving, isn't she, Sweet Baby Zoo? She's last start. You know, she was finished off a bit stronger. She's got a bad barrier draw. She's got 11. She's going to get a bit too far back. The race is probably a bit short for her, but the way she ran last time, you'd think that she can run very well.
She can get some clear running.
Yeah.
She went really nice each way bit.
Yeah.
And then we go to Wanganui in race 3, Dark Deluxe.
Yeah, she's really matured, this horse. She's come back, she's won first up, and then second up, she's run a really nice fourth at an open 3-year-old race close up. She goes up she goes from 1200 to 1340, which I think is great. She's drawn barrier 7 of 10, so she's probably gonna end up just probably the back half of the field, I would suggest. Who's on? Is it Michael McNabb?
Yeah, and she's third up paying 12s.
Yeah, that's good. That's good money. She's a nice filly. She can run. She's a really good each way chance at that money.
Yeah. Okay. And then we head across to Rapa. We have With Grace, who's also a half to Miss Parker.
Had
race 6.
Awfully hard first up run, which has knocked out. Second up, she had a wee, I think, heart fibrillation. And last start actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
She just was a bit fresh. She raced a bit too handy. She was headed, but then she came back again the last 100 on the line. She's going to be well over the odds.
Yeah.
She's drawn wide, but I think she's usually better coming from the back. I think if she just relaxes, I think she'll get home quite well. I think she'll be better getting to 2,000, but I wouldn't mind having a little, see what she's paying place extra for running sort of, third, fourth, fifth, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, she's paying $7 for a place, I haven't. They haven't given us yet, but
yeah, she'll pay more than that. Yeah, she's not the worst.
Cool. And then we head across the ditch. We're going to go to Rose Hill.
Yeah.
Race 4.
Yeah.
Nobler.
Go for 3 or go for a hat trick. He's won his last 2. He looks very smart. He's adapted superbly to Australia. He has a bad barrier draw. He steps up to 1,800 metres, which suits him well. He's going to get back from that barrier draw. He's going to be subject to tempo. He's going to need a bit of tempo on. But it is going to be a wet track. So that's going to make things a little bit like if you're handling, it's going to make things a bit easier. He's flying. There's no reason why he can't make it 3 in a row. It is a stronger field, and he's slightly stronger than his last couple. But there's no reason he can't make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty smart.
He's a nice horse. And then we go to race 9. We've got 2. We'll start off with Lord Penman.
He's just sort of been out of form a touch, but his track work's been really good. Chris is really happy with him. He's got a nice barrier draw 4. He steps up to 2,000 metres the first time, which we've always felt would really suit him. So he's an interesting runner. I think as long as he handles the track conditions, I think you can see him improve significantly.
Okay. And then the other runner we've got in the race is Maison Louis,
who 51 weeks ago won the Queensland Derby.
Very true.
Really good run last time. Arguably should have won the Gosford Cup. He just ended up, having the rider was a bit negative coming out of the barriers, and he ended up last. Yeah. And that made it very difficult. And he's run a super run for fourth coming from the back. He's got a bad barrier draw again, but I think the wet track kind of evened things out for a lot of horses. Yeah. And on the way he's going, he's well over the odds at $18.
Cool. And then we head up to Eagle Farm, and we've got in race 3 Etna Rosso.
Yeah, he ran second in this race 12 months ago.
Yeah.
And then second in the Brisbane Cup. The 2400 metre suits, if it's a heavy track, it's not going to worry him at all. Last prep, he won a really good race, and then he threw in a bit of a shocker, and then he came back and hit fantastic form.
Yeah.
You know, he was second in the St. Leger in the Queen's Queen Elizabeth and a bunch of races. So it's very similar. He went a huge race second up, and then he was just a bit flat last start. I think getting onto a bigger track that he likes, I think getting to a distance he likes, I think track conditions won't bother. I think, you know, he was $27, I think he's into 18 already.
Yeah.
I think he's a really nice ex-whip.
Yeah.
I really do.
I have to agree with you on that one. And then Sunday, we're going to head to Sandown, race 6 in the Sandown Cup. We've got Tajanus.
Jesus is an interesting runner. Sheesh is an interesting runner.
Yeah.
2 mile race. He's a 2 mile horse. We'll show you him running second in the Auckland Cup last year, Group 2. This is a big drop back from that. He hasn't raced for about 5 or 6 weeks. We've changed stables with him, freshened him up. So it's a bit unorthodox going into a 2 mile race, not having run for 6 weeks, but I think he's pretty fit. No complaints with the way he's working.
No.
He's such an interesting runner. I think, you know, he could well win this race. He really could. You look at his form and you can think, wow, has he lost a bit of zest for racing? I don't know, not the way he's working. I think he's a really interesting runner. I think he can win. We'll find out on Sunday. We're all waiting to see.
Yeah, good each way bet. And then in race 7, Sandown, we've got Save a Date from me.
And he did draw the outside like every... Did he draw the outside? Is he 11 or 14?
Tajanus.
Yeah.
I'll need to double check.
He's 11 or 14 anyway. He's drawn wide.
Yeah, he's wide.
Save a Date for me hasn't run since August last year. He had an extended time off because he had an issue. Not an issue to do with legs or conformation or anything like that, but he had an issue. So he's had a long time off. Last start he was a winner. But this is 1400 metres. It's too short for him. He's going to need it. You're not going to see the best of him until he gets up to 2000 metres. Yeah. So this is just a starting point for him. This is a starting point to get into a rhythm and get home, and he'll improve his stack off this run.
Yeah. Tough horse.
Yeah, he is.
He's a nice one. Cool. And that leads us to Bet of the Week. We'll go with you.
Okay, me first.
Yeah, you first.
So Queensland Derby,
Yeah.
which is at race 8.
Yeah.
At Eagle Farm.
Yeah.
Number 1, Killman. Sometimes you look at a field and you go, you miss the obvious horse. And I think I've missed the obvious horse. He won the Rough Habit, which is the natural lead-up. He won it well. He's paying 12 and 390. He's by Super Seth. Super Seth won the Derby last year. A horse called Maison Louis, ridden by Ryan Maloney, who won on Maison Louis last year. Great jockey.
History might repeat
Good
itself.
guy. I just think it's another year, it's another Super Seth, it's Ryan Maloney, it's obvious form out of the Rough Habit, and I think everyone is leaning towards other horses to find a winner, and he's got barrier 3.
Yeah.
I think he's the one. Killman at 12 and 390.
Cool.
Ricardo, Ricky Bobby.
I struggled, but I've landed on Belmont, race 1, Paint It Red.
Just Belmont in the USA.
No, Belmont over in Perth.
Perth.
He won his first up. His record second up is 1 run for 1 win. Willie Pike's on him and he's paying $460. So
What's he drawn?
7.
Yeah, and a field of.
His field of 7. But Willie Pike.
Yeah, it's good money for a Pike horse.
Yeah. So look, I feel like he's ready to go again. So.
Belmont gangster.
Yeah.
All right,
mate.
Let's see how we get on, and we'll talk next week.
Concludes this week's edition.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now.